Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today for Thursday, October the 4th, 2018?
It's almost Turkey Day.
It is almost Turkey Day.
I love that.
Canadian Thanksgiving coming up right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Trends, where myself, TK, and Tony find interesting news articles from across the globe, and we bring them to the comforts of your house or wherever you may be watching or listening to the show. Mm-hmm. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is live, so anything can happen.
It usually does.
Usually does. And also, for everybody that's tuning in right now in the chat, we want to hear your opinions and your comments on today's stories. But before we get into today's stories, how are you today, sir?
I'm tired.
Yes. For those,
Damn you.
For those who don't know, myself and Tony have embarked, if you will, on another workout journey, a workout challenge. This one comes from, again, Sean T., the Insanity Man himself. It's Insanity, the Asylum.
Which, the name says it all.
Yeah.
Right?
One
of the guys that work at the gym today, he's like, what are you doing today? I said, I'm doing the asylum. He goes, yeah, that's where you belong. I said, yeah, you're right. I had all this gear with me, the ladder and the rope, and I'm like, this is a nightmare.
Yeah.
I got halfway through that thing, man, and I was just like, I give up.
It's very hard.
But you got to go through with it.
Yeah, it's very hard. Lots of sports training. So again, as you said, you bring the agility ladder.
Yeah.
You have a skipping rope, and even today was a tension band.
Resistance bands.
Yeah. So
it adds an element of pain.
It does. It adds a lot of elements of pain.
Oh man.
Contemplation of life or death.
Yeah. You think about just like, why am I doing this?
But guess what? Tomorrow, rest day.
Listen, there is a God.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not long-lived because throughout Thanksgiving,
dude,
we still have to work.
The next rest day is like 3 weeks away.
And it's like 3 weeks away. The program's over in 4 weeks. It's like, nah, you get no rest day.
I don't get this program whatsoever.
Sean T is trying to kill us all.
I know.
Are you sore? You're not sore.
Not yet.
You get there.
It depends.
Yeah.
I try and not burn myself out in the workout because I know there's a workout tomorrow and the next day. And the next day. Yeah. So I develop a good sweat and I get a good workout going, but I don't go balls to the wall hard as he really wants you to, because then you're just setting yourself up for failure if you do it that way.
There's just no way you survive.
No, there can't be.
Kathy, where did you find the ladder? You got to go to the front desk in the gym and ask. Kathy goes to my gym.
Oh, okay.
The floor ladder. Yeah, just go to the attendant in the workout fitness area, and they will get it for you. Just drop my name. They'll give it to you. Don't worry.
10% off.
Yeah. I was like, fuck that. You know that guy? Forget that.
Yeah, no ladder for you.
He never brought it back last
time. And if you want your ladder of your own, I got a ladder at Winners.
There you go.
I think for like $14.
Well, that's dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there you go.
Don't make me bring a ladder home. I don't need that.
You should see me at the gym. I have my whole bag. It's a whole thing. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hop into today's stories, which are starting off. This man pictured here. What do you think his drug of choice is?
On this show, it could be anything.
Yeah.
I heard of a guy the other day drinking hand sanitizer to get drunk.
Yeah.
So this guy could be into that. I don't know.
Well, he his deal is that a ghost planted drugs on him. The old ghosty planty story.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
I like it.
A local story. Wow. This is very interesting.
Listen, there's going to be some uproar.
I'd say local man.
Yeah.
Is he in city council?
He is in city council.
Okay, Richard Zarowski.
He's a counselor.
If you guys don't know, if it kind of tickles the back of your brain, Richard Zarowski, he used to host a show called Wonder Why.
Yes, that's right.
Way back in the day. It was like a kid's show.
Science. It was a science show.
Science related, to get you excited. And it was a decent show.
I liked it.
You can YouTube it. Just put in Wonder Why Canadian television. It should come up. Anyway, this guy is trying to ban drive-thrus.
He's got a big hill to climb,
I would say,
if anyone's going to jump on that one.
Yes. No. Up next, a cheerleader down in the States. She wanted to be homecoming queen. So a little persuasion, she decided to bake a couple weed brownies.
I like it. Yes. I like where she's going with that.
Me too. And finally, sorry, I'm trying to put up a picture for the last story. Got kind of confused.
Yeah, find it. It's somewhere in there.
It's somewhere in there.
Take your time.
Oh, I definitely will. Yeah. But yes, for our final story today, there was a man who was apparently a slave for 40 years.
Yeah.
Modern slavery.
Yeah. And his master wasn't Kanye West. Let's just get that out there right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And of course, before we get today's show started, you would like to wish your best friend a happy birthday.
Not my best friend.
Well,
he's everyone's best friend.
I don't know.
Well,
You could shout him out.
he's you're so ashamed. Don't be ashamed of your own people.
Hey, no. Hey, I could be ashamed of whoever I'd like, sir.
All right, fine. Russell Simmons, turning 61 years old, entrepreneur and music juggernaut.
And what else is he?
Nothing, because all charges were dropped,
Fair enough.
or there was a settlement in place.
Oh, boy.
So he's all right in my book.
Okay. Up first, ladies and gentlemen, pictured here. This guy says a ghost planted meth on him after he was attacked with an axe.
What? Okay.
It's a
Interesting.
deep story.
All right.
So authorities say they arrested a man on drug and false reporting charges after he told them quite a story, possibly involving a ghost. The Wichita Parish Sheriff's Office, say that 3 times fast, say that they responded to a home after getting a call from a man who said he was being attacked with an axe. The man claimed that someone, quote unquote, stabbed him, and quote unquote, someone stabbed him in the head with the bladed weapon. When deputies arrived, they found the caller, which was one Michael L. Ottenberry, at his front door cursing at people who were obviously not there.
Wow. Okay.
You ever get that mad where you're just cursing at somebody?
I don't do meth on a regular basis, so probably not.
Okay. Deputies say that the man was not calm and cursing at them too.
Oh.
So when in doubt, they placed him in handcuffs for their safety. Upon looking Ottenberry over, they say they found no indication that he actually been hit with the axe.
Oh. So he did not get hit.
No.
The ghost did not attack him.
No. According to the arrest records, Ottenberry also told deputies that intruders were inside his home.
Okay.
They went inside, but they say they couldn't find any intruders.
Right.
What they did find, however, was a small bag of meth in plain view on a nightstand. They also say they found a gram of meth on Ottenberry as well.
Okay.
So when asked about the meth, deputies say that Ottenberry told them that intruders or a ghost planted the meth on him. Anyway, so he's eventually charged with giving false police reports, possession of a controlled and dangerous substance.
A likely story. The old ghost planting the drugs on him.
Yeah. I mean,
Nothing to do with him actually using the drugs and it being in his system and him yelling at nobodies and a false attack that didn't happen.
I would let him go because, you know what, sir? I like this story.
That's a great story.
This is pretty original.
I ain't gonna lie.
Sleep this one off and don't call us.
And don't call us anymore. If you see a ghost, don't call us.
Don't call us.
If you've been attacked by a ghost, don't call us.
There's a number you should call.
Yeah, but it ain't us.
Ghostbusters.
Call the Ghostbusters.
Right?
Yeah, because they will not show up either.
Listen, I don't know what it is about this guy.
You like him.
I like him, man. I believe his story.
You do not. Listen, you don't believe his story. You just like it because he got creative. And I mean, you know, the creativity.
Tony, what if I told you a ghost planted meth on me? Like, what if?
Right.
I'm going to knock on some wood.
Okay. Because it may happen.
It may happen. And I'm in court.
Right.
And I'm like, well, Tony believed me. Would you stand up for me in court? Or would you even show up?
No.
Okay.
You'd have to tell me it was for something else. Like I was in a will and I'm getting some money or something. Like then I would show up. But if you're like, yeah, to the stand, I'm like, why am I going up here for you? Did you see the ghost plant the drugs?
Yeah, Tony, you were there. It's like,
Yeah.
stop adding my name in this story.
I was the ghost.
Anyways, up next, a local story. Drive-thrus, ladies and gentlemen. Hate them.
Love him.
I love them.
You love him.
But
I love him.
Richard Zarowski, man who hates them and hates them so much,
Yeah.
he wants them banned. And to you, I say, good luck, sir.
Pshaw to you, sir. Halifax Regional Counsellor Richard Zarowski. Yeah, he wants to start a war against the drive-thrus in Halifax. So the councillor for Timberley, Beachville, Clayton Park, Wedgwood is set to bring a motion before the municipalities. This is a great waste of time.
I was just going to say,
Municipalities
Jesus.
Environment and Sustainability Standing Committee on Thursday that would ask for a staff reporting examining drive-thrus and the feasibility of their elimination. That's what he wants. The reason why? Zarowski says drive-thrus create traffic as well as excess pollution. I don't know if they cause traffic. I don't know about all that.
I mean, it depends.
If there's, two can die for 9 yeah, maybe.
What I get, I see where he said traffic, but I mean, not like traffic on the road. Like what?
He's saying drive-through traffic,
That's
apparently.
stupid.
But it's a unique idea, however, but the counselor who was first elected in 2016 has long campaigned for the environmental issues in Halifax. He previously served as a talk show host. I remember that because I used to listen to him, actually.
On News 95.7?
Yeah, that's right. And even taught at St. Mary's University. He's been known to be an advocate for evidence-based decisions making at council meetings. Possibility of eliminating drive-thrus in the HRM is a long way off. No shit. Yeah. Must be approved by the Environmental and Sustainability Standing Committee before eventually heading to the Halifax Regional Council. Zarowski does not have a comment when they tried to reach out to him.
Of course.
This is crazy. I don't know. I mean, right now we got so many bylaws coming through in this city. You were just saying about the smoking bylaw.
Yeah.
So public places.
Yeah.
You can't apparently smoke anywhere.
No.
You know what I mean?
Don't even think about smoking. Don't let the thought even cross your brain.
Don't even have them on your persons.
No.
Because you will be arrested.
You will be arrested.
So that's a bylaw. They're going to have a hard. We talked about this because I think the only reason they brought that in because marijuana is about to become legal.
Oh, and very soon.
So
a couple
weekies, and then obviously that's the cut down on that too.
Yeah.
So I mean, listen, you have stupid bylaws from smoking to dogs to loitering to all these stupid things.
This is almost like telling a person not to have sex, or you should wear condoms every time. Well, am I stretching this right now? People aren't going to do this. People are not going to be on your side.
Right.
I go to the drive-thru because it feels good.
Well,
I'll potentially not have sex with a condom because it feels good.
I don't know. I like the analogy. I like the similarity.
I can't. You cannot compare drive-thrus and
yes, you can because
raw organic sex. It's impossible. And I apologize to those out there who just had to hear that.
He does not apologize.
I advocate for safe sex all the time, 100%,
or no sex,
at all.
Boom.
I'm going 30 days. I'm going with at least 30 days.
You are? You brought it up, my man. I did not.
No masturbating, no sex. Yeah, I wouldn't even think about it. Where is this going? Anyway, finish your story.
You're crazy, first of all.
Okay.
Anyway, there's no chance of this getting passed. I hope not. It's like, why, dude, why are you wasting the time of people that have more important shit to worry about? This city's got a lot of things that need to be worked on. This is a complete waste of time.
I agree. I mean, it's a shame because, okay, if you've made it to council, you've somehow got my vote.
Yeah.
I'm thinking now, I should have voted for somebody else.
For sure. I mean, this guy he's always been into the environmental thing. I get it. But yeah, you said if you voted for the guy,
like,
you expected
Dick, can we have a talk? Can we have a conversation?
Yeah. Can we talk for a minute?
Are you fucking crazy?
Yes, I am actually.
It's insane to remove drive-thrus. I mean, this is not. Think of all the businesses and the restaurants. This seems like a nightmare to even to begin with.
The problem is, I don't even think he's actually serious.
Next thing you know, no red lights because you know why? Idling cars.
Yeah.
Just green lights. Everybody just keeps going.
There's only two roads in the whole city.
And you know what? Next, you know what? No cars. Everybody gets on buses or bikes.
If you miss your stop in your car and you miss where you're supposed to go, you got to do the whole loop around the whole city to come back to that spot again. There's no other turning lanes. There's nothing. He can't be serious. He can't be serious.
If that's the case, if he's not being serious, then step down, my friend.
But
Continue teaching.
Exactly.
Sciences.
Just wasting time.
St. Mary's.
Wasting time, man.
Yeah. Sorry, Richard.
But you know it isn't a waste of time.
No.
Is joining us today.
Hey.
Because there are people in the roll call today. They felt it was not a waste of time. And who are they? Let's take a... Here comes the roll call dance.
Hey.
Jonathan Haku, Cromwell in the house. Kathy's in the house. Megan as well. Fabricio, all the way from Brazil, also in the house as well. Thank you guys for joining us once again today. We appreciate your love.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
On the second half of the show, Brownies.
We love them.
Delicious, in fact.
Delicious.
But one cheerleader.
Delicious.
Used them to her advantage.
Yes.
Oh, the delicious cheerleader. A Michigan cheerleader was accused of handing out pot brownies as a bribe to win homecoming queen.
Bribery, I like it.
I'd like to state that she'd have my vote.
Yeah, you had me a cheerleader.
You have a cheerleader out of Michigan high school.
Oh, shit. Damn you. You had to say that, didn't you? I retract my previous statement.
Just throw that out there.
I retract my previous
cheerleader
statement.
at a Michigan high school was looking for another form of higher education when she handed out pot brownies as a bid to bribe students into voting for her for homecoming queen, police said.
Yeah.
The 17-year-old girl was caught selling marijuana-laced treats after Hartford high school officials received an anonymous tip through the app OK to Say. I had to do some
What is that?
digging. I was like, what the hell is this app OK to Say?
That's like a snitch line.
So, OK to Say
Yeah.
is the student safety program which allows students to confidentially report tips on potential harm or criminal activities directed at school students, school employees, and schools, aka the snitch app.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I mean, hopefully this is used for good, but for pot brownies, not sure. Anyways, the girl, who has still not been identified, distributed the brownies in exchange for support for the next homecoming dance. They said some brownies were put into the football team's homecoming week goodie bags. Clearly, she's had help.
Yeah. No doubt about
This is not a one-person
it.
plan.
No, it's not a one-man operation.
No. Authorities recovered only 3 of the 12 brownies. Also, 12 votes? Really? I would have baked a couple batches.
Well, that's expensive.
A little cake. Well, I suppose.
Yeah, it can get up there.
Depends on how bad you want it.
How bad do you want?
How bad you want to be homecoming queen. Yeah. Anyways, they say the rest may have been consumed, which is probably
May have been consumed.
safe
I like
to say
that.
yes. So if the school is taking this very seriously, the school is taking this very seriously. They are doing their own investigation, and they're just starting to turn over some of the statements from students possibly involved or witnesses. The girl is accused of handing out the drug-laced desserts. Actually, she's out of state right now. Conveniently.
Oh, I got to go do this thing real quick.
Yeah, she's out of state with her mother for a family emergency. Apparently.
Of course it is.
And authorities, of course, hope to interview her when she gets home.
Oh, wait, what state was this in again? Did you say?
Michigan.
Is it legal there?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Because if it is, then maybe she didn't do that much of a. That's not a bad thing.
Listen,
Well, maybe.
a little body stone didn't hurt anybody.
Hey, listen, you got to get the vote somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if it's legal,
Yeah.
I don't
If she
know.
did it legally, and she wasn't selling it. She was
giving it away.
She was giving it away. I don't see a problem with
she
this.
was giving it away. Yeah. Listen, I don't know. She's out of state for some reason.
Also, what nerd? Sorry,
What nerd.
takes up the time to kick up a fuss.
Well, don't say that now because the app must obviously do some good.
No, I'm not saying that. But man, come on, 12 brownies. You're gonna. You know what I think it was? I think it's her competition who probably made the
Dude, no doubt.
the complaint.
No doubt about it.
Stacy, I'm assuming her name's Stacy. She's handing out pot brownies to get to persuade the vote. She needs a little to edge her over.
Let's go get her.
Yeah,
Let's get her.
right.
Well, you only got rid of 12 of them. You can probably narrow it down to which one or what. Those guys were all high as hell. They ain't renting nobody out.
It'd be ironic if the people that she gave the brownies to forgot to vote.
Yeah. I think there's a high possibility of happening. Yeah.
And finally,
Yeah.
wrapping up today's show
On a low note.
on a very low note, slavery. 40 years a slave.
It's alive and well.
Yes, unfortunately.
For some reason. Specialty officers have rescued a potential modern slavery victim who is believed to have lived in a 6-foot shed for 40 years.
Whoa.
That's a long time. An investigation is underway after the 58-year-old British man was found in a wooden structure which contained just a chair, a soiled bedding, at a residential site north of Carlisle in Cumbria which I'm assuming is somewhere in the UK. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
but
it
I
is
think
in the
that's where it
UK.
is. Yeah, okay. A 79-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of modern slavery offenses while the victim was taken to be medically examined and assessed by specialist trauma officers.
Wow.
The officers from the Gangmasters, which is a great name here, and Labor Abuse Authority, which works to protect vulnerable and exploited workers, found the man in the dawn raid on Wednesday after a call to a helpline. Quote, the information was given to us that he had been kept in a shed for a period of 40 years, they said. When we found him, he was like a rabbit in headlights and very confused. He was just in clothes. He stood up. He was just in clothes. He stood up in and where he was sleeping in a shed where there was a soiled duvet on the floor. There was no heating. It was very cold. It was conditions that no human being should be living in. Well,
clearly.
no shit.
Jesus.
Plummer said, the representative said the man was thought to have been forced to work without pay since the age of 16 or 17.
Oi!
And that it was unclear whether he had attempted to flee. I mean, it's a shed. Like, you should be able to escape pretty easily, you would think.
I would think, but I mean, maybe the guy had violent measures of keeping him there. It's like, you know what? You run, and I got this gun.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. And if you were trained that way since 16 or 17,
that's all you know,
your
man.
mindset is there, right?
Yeah.
Quote, he has been traumatized for such a length that it was a slow process to win back his trust. In a long career, I've never come across anyone who has been held as a slave potentially for 40 years. And this, I think, could be the longest period of captivity that we've dealt with. Extremely sad and serious case.
Wow.
Yeah, it said that the moment the slavery existed, of course, in a whole range of forms across the UK, so there's different forms, I guess, are going on, called on the public to contact the agency if they suspected someone to being exploited or abused. This is crazy. There must have been some sort of big mind, control and situation here, like you said, with violence potentially. Number of suspected victims in modern slavery has increased from 13,000 in 2013 to 136,000 in 2018.
Insane.
That is crazy numbers.
The fact that this still exists, man. Again, like coupled with like racism, and then on top of that, you have slavery on top.
It just seems like, it almost seems unreal.
Yeah, it seems like it should be impossible.
There's different forms of it, I guess. I mean, if someone's living in a domestically abusive relationship.
This is true. I'm assuming that number probably would include a lot of those situations. I mean, we covered a story yesterday where the lady was in a closet for like 7 days or what have you.
Well, there's a story very similar when you were talking about that one yesterday about a lady and a guy. She was being held, I think, for 3 or 4 days by this guy, and she convinced him to go to did you see that one?
Right.
To the animal hospital for their dog to get the dog checked out.
Oh, okay.
As they're waiting in the office there, the lady, as she came back out to go to the bathroom, she slipped a note to the front desk.
Yeah,
saying,
we talked about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I guess
that stuff happens, man.
It takes a crazy person to do that to another individual.
But 40 years?
That's
a new record. It's
Bro,
gotta be.
Congrats, you got the new record. I don't know if anybody's breaking it.
Thank God someone had the right state of mind to actually say, listen, I think Buddy over here, I think he's a slave. He's been in that shed for over 40 years.
I can't imagine the mind state a person would have after being
just gone. Can you imagine? Like just
40 years in one room.
6 foot.
6
like,
feet.
No heat.
Nothing. I can't imagine.
And you think your life is bad.
Yeah, you think...
you could be a motherfucking slave in a 6 foot shed.
You keep arguing, Richard Zarowski, about those drive-thrus. The real important things in life.
Yeah.
While you got people literally being slaves for 40 years.
Yeah, how do you like them apples?
How we pass that bylaw?
I'm going to bring that guy in a drive-thru. Let him order what he likes.
Exactly.
Can you imagine? The best feeling, though, must be in the world is when he's out and making that first meal. Must be the best thing in the world.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Get some warm clothes on, be in a hotel or a nice room, and get like a good meal.
But you would also think, too, that they get so used to that life that maybe that life that they were used to is now comfortable to them. And then anything else, this got to be a shock. Yeah. This is a system shock. When you bring somebody out of such confinement for that many years, it happens with people in jail, too.
It's a Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. When
Buddy hung himself.
Oh, what was his name? I like that cute old man.
The guy that had the crow or whatever. The crow that
man.
I forget his name.
Shouts out to that guy. I can't remember his name. Red.
Anybody
Was it
know?
Red?
Red.
No, was it?
No,
That
Red.
was Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Anyone know the name of that guy from Shawshank Redemption?
Anyway, so the guy eventually gets out. He tries to get a little job.
Yeah.
Packing groceries.
Yeah.
And the world is just too much for him, and
he was in there for like
all his life, pretty much.
Yeah, like 45 or 50 years or something.
Anyway,
crazy.
he ends up hanging himself. Sorry to give a big piece away of Shawshank.
If you didn't watch that yet, you should be ashamed of yourself,
right?
number one.
But it's a sad moment because you're just like, man, he just couldn't acclimatize.
Yeah, can't adjust.
And I'm assuming this would happen with this
could be the
gentleman.
same thing. Like, I mean, they say it took him a minute for even to trust the authorities who said, listen, we're with you. We're the good guys.
Yeah. I got to find out this guy's name, man.
Man, we had a bunch of people jump on here. Jim jumped on here. Ashley, Charlie, Karen, Emmeline, Brandon. Everyone came in as soon as I did roll call. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to everybody who just jumped on. Yeah, what is the name of that guy? Come on, people. You can Google. We're busy here. You got to Google. Do a little Googling for us. That's why we need an intern, you know? We can just say, listen, Charlene.
Brooks,
that's his name.
Shouts out. I love that old
Shouts
man.
out to Brooks.
Man, I love that
Brooks
old
was
man.
here. Remember, he etched it.
Yes. Yeah, and then he was just like...
Super sad, bro.
That movie's a tearjerker.
But probably the best ending.
It's a good ending. We won't give it away.
We
won't give you that away.
I watched The Green Mile last night.
That's what movie that was a movie I think when I was growing up it came out and I just wasn't interested at the time.
Dude, it's good.
Yeah.
And he's passed away, I think.
Yes.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yes, he passed away a couple years ago.
Man, what a good movie.
Yeah.
Really good movie.
Well, maybe I'll check that out this weekend.
Anyway, enough about movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, check that out this weekend. But we're going to check out something tonight. The NFL, it's going down. The bets, the hypothetical bets are happening.
Monopoly money, of course.
Yeah, of course. So tonight, guys, as you know, Thursday Night Football, we like to get a little creative and have a little fun here. The Indianapolis Colts will be traveling to New England, taking on the Patriots. I have selected the Indianapolis Colts to win, and my friend here has not. So we'll see what happens. I really regret that choice, but anyway.
Hey, man.
Listen, anything can happen. Brady could suck it big time, and I mean that as a statement. And
what if he played for your team?
I don't like him.
You wouldn't have liked Tom Brady if he played for the Raiders. I highly doubt
He's
that.
not a Raider.
He could have been.
No, he's not though, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
You ever watch his combine?
No.
For you, this would be good.
What do you mean his combine? Like his training shit?
When he first was going into the NFL and the training.
When he was like a skinny little...
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't he suck big time?
It's pretty bad to watch.
Yeah, fuck, man.
Anyways.
Come on, bro. Anyway, that'll be going down tonight.
The world can be yours, ladies and gentlemen.
Have fun.
You work at it, and you can achieve anything. Hey, you can even be the quarterback of the New England Patriots if you work hard at it. Just saying. I'm not...
Brady's getting old.
Sky's the limit.
Might be time for you to slide in there.
This is true.
Could be good.
This could be good. Heard it pays well. So just saying.
It's all right. You know what else is all right? Turkey Drive.
Turkey Drive. It's finished. Thank you to all those who have donated, shared the campaign. Myself and Tony will be, of course, trying to find somewhere tomorrow morning, afternoon to donate said turkeys to organization.
Any suggestions? Let us know.
Yeah, we have a couple in mind, but nobody's getting back to us, which is really weird.
Maybe they're full of turkey.
Hopefully.
And they don't need our turkeys.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be, thank you everybody for donating. That was amazing.
Yes.
And we're going to go deliver that to Mari.
Yep.
Help some people out.
Yes. Yeah. And of course, we'll have it on our social media.
Of course, you know us.
Yes.
We like to exploit ourselves and expose ourselves. Any opportunity we have.
Yes. But we will be exposing ourselves tomorrow.
Yeah.
5 o'clock, same time. If you enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen, please head over to the Facebook page, like it, head over to YouTube, subscribe, and all that jazz. If you're like, hey, your friend asks you, I'm looking for a new podcast or something interesting to listen to.
Hopefully they sound just like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Recommend this one, and hey, you can even say, these guys do it live, and they'll even shout you out. And
yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do. We're nice like that.
So come on back tomorrow, we'll do it again.
Yeah.
How you like them apples, baby? Come join us. We'd love for you to see you again. So
yes.
Come on through tomorrow, 5 o'clock. We will see you then. Have a good evening.
We out.